How's everybody doing? Friday? Sorry, this is gonna be noises that I make for the entirety of the stream, because boy am I tired. You know what'll help with that? Alcohol. Cheers. Also, the intended thing I was looking at this week, this always happens to me, right? I find a mod, I'm like, oh, this could be a good one. This could be a good one for the live stream. Nice bit of chaos in there, looking good. It's not out yet. The blue ball in me. There's trailers, there's everything. I'm not gonna gatekeep this one either. I'm just gonna find the name. The Abyssal Crown is what I was intending to give a whirl today. Pardon me, but if you go look it up, check out some of the trailers, I think you'll agree with me. It looks good. That's not to say that today's candidate is a slouch. Far from it. We got Brutal Wolfenstein
so done.
Part 2. Blaskovich Boogaloo. Irish, you know what'll help with your tiredness? Baja Blast. Is it Baja or Baja? Now I'm thinking of like bhaji, like an onion bhaji. Can you imagine onion bhaji flavor Baja Blast? I can. It's giving me heartburn. Boy, what is this alcohol? The alcohol is this is Beavertown. It's a light one to start me off. It's like a session IPA type thing. But feel free to drink whatever you want to drink. If you're drinking ranch, I'll drink to that. Melancholy, thank you so much for the 89 months. Much appreciated. Did I see one from Walrack earlier as well? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Galician has apparently been watching for 60 consecutive streams. That is dedication, man. Just turning up every time. You always got the stream open on like a spare window or something? That's insane. I stream at like insane times as well sometimes. Did I say the name is Abyssal Whirl? No, the Abyssal Crown. Like the thing you wear on your head. That one. I said I was gonna give it a whirl. Not that it was an abyssal whirl. That's something else entirely. I'll get into that another time. Anyway, where is my super suit? Where is the mod? Just drop it into Uzi. It's been a while since I've really touched anything Wolfensteinish, to be perfectly honest with you. But it seems like as good a time as any. As good a time as any. A lot of people saying this is a reasonable time for them. Oh yeah, that's because time zones are a thing. That's because time zones are a thing. I've been mulling over the idea of doing a live stream after I've put the kids to bed. Which would shake out at around, depending on how smoothly it goes, maybe about 8, half 8 in the evening. Then maybe streaming through to midnight. That way, I'd still potentially catch a lot of, the regulars in this particular time zone. But then, the Yanks, maybe some Australians, I don't know, time zones are weird. It'd be like early morning. It'd be like early morning Sydney, like 4 AM or something. Irish, you haven't gotten that intro screen yet? Oh, I know there's a few of these actually. They're really good. So yeah, this is Brutal Wolfenstein Part 2, which is slightly confusing if we're gonna go by naming conventions. If you would have called it Brutal Wolfenstein Reloaded, that'll be slightly more algorithmically Lubricated? That's a horrible phrase. Algorithmically lubricated is a wretched phrase. I don't know why. That's the first thing that my brain came up with regards to that crap. I've been looking into a lot of that shit this morning, and I'm just like, I don't care. I really don't care about appeasing the friggin' algorithms. I don't want to have to set up a friggin' Instagram Reels account just to get another friggin' thing going on. Soul-sucking, it really is. Anyway, there's a few options here. Campaign. You can play, I think, pretty much all it's original. There's like a tutorial thing to get you into the keybinds and what have you, which I've already run through. I feel like everyone is intimately familiar with OG Episode 1, so I am happy to throw it to the crowd. And, you tell me which episode you'd rather I play. Pardon me, because I don't mind. I don't mind. Repbot, 19 months, you're old. Welcome to the club. Thank you so much, Repbot. Hope you keep them well. We got Dutchy Gamer for 99 months, almost 100 months sub to this mad lad. Oh, you best believe it. I need to turn on, like, the alert box. I accidentally turned it off because I'm an idiot. That's why I've not had the noises. So sorry. Frags for all your yank this time works well. East Coast! Got a few different options here. Everyone's asking me to do different ones. Spear of Destiny, Episode 1, Angel of Death, what? Dark Secret. They plan to do 13 episodes. I think there's like some more custom ones. I'm not sure where it fits in. There's things. There's also additional miscellaneous like missions and such. So yeah, there's more. There's more. We can play any old thing here. We can play the Dance of the Uber Soldiers. Noah in Trouble, which I'm pretty sure is Super Noah's Ark, whatever. That first person Noah's Ark thing, but with brutal Wolfenstein and other things. Stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I can't even. What is that one? A part of Las Rojas' original episode, Halt and See, tweaked to fit the style and with a different story. Yeah, so there's tons. There's absolutely tons. Branch, you are completely unfamiliar with brutal Wolfenstein. Do restart with the beginning of part 2. This is why I was saying earlier that it's an algorithmically poor title choice, because part 2 it's not really a sequel, it's an improvement. You know what, just to get into the swing of things, I'll play some of episode 1.
That had to be the worst dentist visit I've ever had.
Custom voice lines. Nazis filled with ketchup. Chunky ketchup. And there's a whole suite of abilities as well, which we'll get to in turn. I think I killed him with the slide. Yeah, I did. That works for me. So there's the slide, there's also just the standard kick. Very Duke-like. Sorry, doggy. Can you slide kick the dog? Yes, you can slide kick the dogs. Man, this is gonna get demonetized really quick, isn't it? It's definitely not gonna see the light of day in Germany. I don't know how hard they come down on, depictions of the Nazis in the video games these days. Oh, good. You can break him that way. Is this explosive? No. Good. Can't hurt to check. Kicking is not part of the, you know, the combustion triangle, the fuel triangle that you need for, you know, fires and explosions. It's not an ignition source is what I'm trying to tell you. Unless he's got, like, steel-heeled boots. Like, if you cause a spark with that, you know. And considering how hard he can kick. I mean, Blazkowicz is a brick shit house of a man. You know who I'd like to play Blazkowicz if there was ever an adaptation of Wolfenstein? The guy who plays Jack Reacher currently. Alan Richardson, that's his name. That is the definition of a brick shit house human being. Steel-toed? No, steel-heeled. I'm not kicking him with my toe, I'm kicking him with the heel. Use the heel for the kick, man. What he needs is tap dancing shoes, is what I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, Mark Sider, leave no Nazi alive, damn right. Thank you for the 21 months. They do try and beg, but it never works. It's a nice holdover from, like, Rise of the Triad. You get, the goons in Rise of the Triad doing the whole begging for the life thing. And if you fall for it once, you learn that they get back up and start shooting you, so, you know, the best interest is to just, you know, finish them off. Pardon me. On a completely unrelated note, or is it? Argentina were doing a little trolling about the Falkland Islands recently. They should know better than that. We let them have the football. Now that one looks like it might be explosive. Slightly. Slightly. Oh yeah, dual wielding, by the way. Independent triggers. For his pleasure. It helps if I reload the other one as well, you know, there's no bullets. You know how these guys are extra despicable? They're all like walking around with spare bars of gold in their pockets. You do get extra armor and health for going over a certain value of treasure collected, so it is well worth your while doing it. More so than it was originally. I think originally it was just high score, wasn't it? Wolf, he was already killing a ton of Nazis in the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. He had a melee build. Didn't he have like a bow and arrow in that? I've not watched it. I would like to. It has like the poor reputation of being one of Guy Ritchie's, I'm getting paid a lot and I'm on a contract films. Like direct to Netflix or whatever. Direct to Amazon, more specifically. What am I drinking on? Well, I'm currently sat down. You just mean what am I drinking in general? It's called Neck Oil. It's, by Beavertown. That one. Nice. If any beer companies would like to sponsor me, first of all, I hope it's a good beer. Oh, damn it, there we go. Oh, I need 2 of them? I thought I had 2 of them. How shiny the floor is. Easily pleased by that kind of stuff. You can also throw axes. I just remembered that. You can ask him a question. Oh! Oh! Bisected. I genuinely wasn't expecting the axe throw to be that effective, but here we are. Here we are nonetheless. Oh, I think he might have a spare MP40 on him. Oh, what's that? You get 2 of them. Apparently it was just following orders. I don't care. You're getting both barrels. They'll certainly be burying them in a lunchbox. They'll need some heavy-duty mops and buckets as well, because, jeez. That's the problem with these old castles. The blood and gore, it'll seep into the brickwork and the stone. Actually, no, that's fine. Leave it as a reminder. I'm liking the destructible chairs and lights and stuff. Very nice, very nice. Very swish. Very swish. It's not going too crazy on the level reinterpretations as well. At its base, still retaining the, I guess kind of the floor structure of it, but just with a little bit of accent. It's nice. I like that. If you're gonna use a modern source port, why not? Why not? Just see, Twitch has been a bit funny on your end, Zeke. Oh no, I'm dropping frames again. I have had this problem all friggin' week, and I do not know what causes it. How's it going on the YouTube side, by the way? What's the bitrate looking like? It's not a feature of the stream, by the way. YouTube looks fine, no stutters. I was hoping that this problem wouldn't kick in for a good while, but consistently over the last few streams I've had this buffering problem where my frames just drop to hell. What I might do is maybe stop doing the baseline recording of the stream. I'm trying to figure out if I've got anything else running that might be causing that problem. It looks like it's coming back up. I don't know. Lots of dropped frames. I say, I've not had any problems up until the last few weeks. It started with Doom Eternal, not Doom Eternal, Doom the Dark Ages. So which one's the knife again? There we go. Use the knife. You get the axe. Ooh. Oh, melee. There we go. Oh, and a right hook. Nice. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. How was the Revelations thing? How do you mean? So yeah, my OBS is telling me that it's dropping nearly 20% of its frames, which is not great. So I'm just gonna try and have a little looky. I'm gonna have a little looky-loo at my settings. I'm not sure if there's anything I can turn on the fly. It'll fix this. When all else fails, blame Microsoft. Have I tried submerging my PC in motor oil? Nah, I'm not sure if it's rated for that, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. That's one Linus tech tip I've not been able to take heed of. I've also tried hoovering my router. I've tried hoovering my router. I do wonder whether the router is the problem. I do stress it somewhat. Have I tried switching it on and off? No, not yet. Not yet! But yeah, on Twitch side, feel free to complain excessively. This is not a joke. Feel free to complain excessively if the stream quality is, excessively subpar for you, okay?
No bitches, no grog, L ratio.
I got the grog. The grog is in stock. It's where I replace a router with a Roland Alpha Juno. If it improves it, sure. Got some sick tunes out of it while we're at it. That wasn't an axe. This is what happens when I have a lot of options. It's exactly the same as the problem I was running into with Doom Dark Ages. With the Revelations DLC. All them keybinds. Oh, hello. Oh! What caliber is this? Maybe they've just been eating a lot of sausages, you know. You know how the Germans can be. A lot of sausage in that diet. That's what we're seeing. It's not intestines. It's just extra sausage.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Good tasting piss. Who's the janitor here? Because the floors are shiny? Well, not for much longer. Have you seen what I'm doing to the place? It's absurd. In a good way. We like absurdity here. I say it's Doom Mod Madness, not Doom Mod Regular. The bullets are so slow I can duck underneath them before they hit me. Oh, not that one, no. He aimed low. Ah, well. Ah, well. My stream seems to have recovered. I said that and it just dropped a bar of quality. Whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Man, if this is what, like, the lower tier of weapons do in this mod, I'm wondering what the rest of them are gonna be like, cause my. It's gonna be a mess. I don't know about you, I've always found the eating noise in Wolfenstein a little... It makes me twitch a little bit. You know, certain sound effects. It's like the sound of other people chewing and swallowing is like... Not a fan. Not a fan. Helps if I reload. There we go. There we go. It's just the BJ's that good. He's that good that he learned how to strafe out of the way of bullets. Peekaboo. I see you. But you don't see me no more on account of the exploded head. Ooh, that was... I'm not sure water should really be doing that. Okay. Very considerate. Very considerate of them to leave those explosive barrels, though after the last video I made, which is available right now on the YouTube channel, by the way, for any of you that haven't watched it, I'm a little distrustful of explosive barrels. Just barrels in general right now. You can never know. And one of them might be plotting to assume your identity. For tax evasion purposes. Or just, you know, identity theft, that kind of business. But yeah, if you didn't know I had a new video out this week, that this is your cue to say thanks. Thanks, YouTube algorithm! You're doing such a great job, YouTube algorithm. Where'd the dog go? There it is. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. They fold like wet toilet paper. Oh, I got a Tommy gun. When did that happen? Do I have two of them yet? No. Shame. Shame. Shadow Man, you had a wonderful birthday on the 14th. Oh, good for you. Hope it was well. That's not that wasn't a sarcastic good for you, by the way. It may sound like it, but no, it's genuine. Markside, did I know in the original Wolfenstein 3D if my health is below 10% and I walk over a puddle of blood, BJ will slurp it for health? Like I say, brick shithouse of a human being is an anomaly of a human. You just send one man in, and that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. I'm hoping Machine Games are cooking something, man. I'd love to see another Wolfenstein entry, but I'm holding my my hope. Considering all the layoffs across Bethesda and id and what have you. There was a Hugo Martin, like, Doom livestream yesterday, the day before. He actually acknowledged the stuff. He said there's still, you know, enough people, they reiterated the whole PR thing about the team being about the same size as it was when Doom 2016 came out, but I feel like they're skirting around the whole, loss of expertise. It may be the same number of people, but it's definitely not going to be the same composition of people. They said they got a lot of support from the Machine Games people. Maybe that's where they'll make up the loss of expertise. Who knows? All we can do is wait and see, and always remember, fuck Microsoft. Where possible. Fuck Microsoft. Right. Which doors have I not been in yet? There's a whole other freaking quadrant of map. Knees. Snap, I think this is where I kicked the bucket earlier because I was showboating. I shall continue to showboat. Because it's fun. It would be really funny if you could slide kick corpses. That could be a good mechanic if there's a play dead. You know how in Rise of the Triad there's like a play dead action for some enemies? And then they'll get back up. But if you got a slide kick... Oh god, he's a fountain. Who directed this? Tarantino? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, there's doors. Never mind. Here I was humping away! Silly me. Such a silly goose sometimes. Yeah! Helps to reload. Helps to reload. Use my grenades as well. When the situation decrees. Yeah, sure. I mean, I could use it now, but it's not gonna help me. See? The pieces. Use my grappling hook? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I have to check, but I don't think there's a grappling hook. You know what there is? There is a flip-off button. As all games or mods with brutal in the front of them should have, a dedicated flip-off button.
You like that?
Okay. I do like the trade-off of dual wielding being tempered by, you know, longer reloads. I don't think I ever have a problem with that. As long as it's, you know, tuned to make sure you don't get absolutely swamped while that's happening. But you can, you know, hide and cover. This is where I find out I missed, like, the key right at the start of the map. This is honestly really making me want to go play the machine games Wolfensteins. New Order was fantastic. The Old Blood is fantastic. I've not come back to New Colossus recently enough to be more concrete on how I feel about it, but I feel like it's a little woolly. It's a little haphazard, slipshod, slapdash. It's not bad, but it strains underneath its own kind of, I don't know what to call them, ambitions. Alright, I need a friggin' key. I've actually visited, I think, all of the available... Oh, wait, no. I think there's a room I've not been in. Here. I've now been in the room. There we go. I don't know, does some of these doors start opening up more as I visit other doors? It's starting to freak me out a bit. They do! Or I'm going insane. That's the other option. I'm just going insane. Bo Jackson, you hated New Order. You loved Old Blood, though. Eh. I do I do, honestly, if I'm gonna be true to myself, I do prefer playing through Old Blood more than I revisit New Order. But yeah, I would not go anywhere near as far to say that, I dislike any of them. Actively. Hell no. They're good games, Greg. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Classic. Classic. It's a shorter revisit. Yeah, I guess sometimes you don't want to sit down for the full, you know, 5-course meal. Sometimes, you know, a starter and a main, or maybe just a main and a dessert is all you need if we're gonna go with food analogies. Aha! Ender, you've yet to play any of the Wolfensteins besides the old ones? Oh, really? Like, New Order. When did New Order come out? (2014). New Colossus was 2017. So next year we'll be coming up on the 10th anniversary of the new Colossus. That's insane. Yeah, I really hope they got something cooking. Chuck, you just like making Nazi blood butter with 2 assault rifles no matter the era? Yeah. It's a regenerative act, you know, you water the ground with the blood of your enemies, and, you know, it fertilizes the soil, keeps the stonework fresh. It's good for the soul. Oh, it's cheering me up, it is. It's cheering me up. I didn't know there was a nuts option. Didn't know there was a nuts option. I should be kicking more frequently in that regard. Damn, I must be low on the ammo for that. Oh no. Oh no, I'm having to use other guns. What a shame. Not explosive. Okay, good. I kind of like the predictability of some sections in classic Wolfenstein. You're in the jail area. I wonder what's behind this door. Jail cell. I wonder what's behind this other door. Jail cell. It's this other jail cell. It's jail cells all the way down. If it's blue, it's probably a jail cell. That's where I came in, I think. Yeah. Where the Nazis at? That was nice of them, wasn't it? Just as soon as I was wondering, there they are. Can't surrender to an explosion, buddy. just in case. It is Castle Wolfenstein Secrets, which is more or less jail cell the building. Okay. Flamehood, you really do hope the Machine Games' next game is a Wolfenstein. As fun as Indiana Jones was, you prefer the focus on Wolfenstein Trilogy. I got a little, as much as I liked the Indiana Jones game that they made, I felt like it kind of started to drag a little bit. I don't know if that's because of its structure, because it is fundamentally different from what you'd like usually get machine games wise, high octane FPS stuff. Why do I feel like these guys are about to say here catch? I did not get them. What the heck? But yeah, at least you can still punch some Nazis in the Indiana Jones game. It's got that going for him. Like the streak is like unbroken. Still no keys. Oh, now he's dead. That was a long death animation. Every gun is a mincer. Always get suspicious of these, like, middle of the room type structures. I'm like, it's gotta be a secret. Gotta be a secret wall or something. So, here. Yeah. Reload. Reload. Oh, one more slide for fun. Come on. There we go. There we go. I was hoping to get more of them. There's a great little hallway in the tutorial section of this where it just gives you a hallway full of them and says, go have fun, have a slide. Don't I wish I could heat up food like in Rise of the Triad, Sadarax? I mean, yeah. I was about to qualify that with, but I'd also need to own a flamethrower of some description. Or like an explosive barrel nearby kind of type thing. I'm not sure of my ability to like, braise my meat, so to speak, with an explosion. But hey, I'll try anything once. I'll try anything once. YOLO. Oh, you can add a scope to it. Awesome. Damn it! I'm coming around on games that require me to do my reloads because it leads to a lot of unintentional comedy for me. Where I'm just like, I've got the perfect shot and I go, click! I reline it up all over again. Cause I'm an idiot. Speaking of being an idiot, I've been all over this map now. Where are my keys at? Oh, this is a secret though. What was I doing with my meat, Serpent Mongrel? What? A gentleman never tells. Twice. I did say it once, but you know. You know, there's something I need. There's something I need that'll help me navigate. More alcohol. That's one key. That's one key. Good, 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 good. Good. Now where does where does it go? What you gotta do is look for the one door you haven't opened. This is why I honestly don't habitually go back and play OG Wolfenstein a whole lot, because the level design infuriates me. Oh, God. One of these. And do you love these mods? You watched a few reviews, haven't had a chance to play. Looking forward to it. If you're after some good Nazi exploding action, then I don't think you need to look much further than this, personally speaking. It's got everything that you need from a mod that has brutal in the title. And Wolfenstein. Yeah, brutal and Wolfenstein. That combo is important. Oh, dag nabbit, where is the door? It's gonna be like one person with photographic memory watching this stream, tearing their hair out. Episode 1 probably has the most confusing level, the least confusing level design out of the bunch, Zio. Episode 4 to 6, however. Thanks for the mod, by the way, Zio. Devin chat. I want to say thank. Big thank. Remember to thank you, Dev. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so much shit to play for free. This is how we're playing now. See, it works! It works! It works! Even with an ambush, it works! On the bright side, it's not the Spear of Destiny mission packs. Mandatory secrets up the wazoo. Ooh, yeah. Unless it's fun. Actually, would you even call it like a secret if it turns out it's not really a secret, it's just a fun mechanic puzzle figuring out thing? The problem with mandatory secrets are exactly what you've just stated, the Zekri, which is you've got a wall hump to progress. That's no. Bad mapping. I'm gonna hit you over the head with a rolled up newspaper for that. Not you, Zio. I'm constructing a hypothetical straw man, which I will beat to death with hammers. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get more beer. Sorry, I'm back, by the way. Oh, it was the smoke! Okay. It was the smoke. Why is he... Sorry, I was trying to figure out how he was brandishing that knife. I get it now. It's like the reverse grip. In my mind, right, he was kind of... He's got like a stance like he's about to draw a katana, you know? It's like Blaskovich discovered samurai. And became a weeaboo. Oh, hey, that's good. Found the golden key? Golden key. Nice to have it early. And you like those videos where I'm talking as a skeleton? A lot of people seem to. Some of the best performing stuff I've done is where I'm a skelly. It's the VTuber PNG tuber meta, fellas. It's the rage now. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it, but I've got this like thing in my head where if it's popular and everyone's doing it, I kind of lose interest in it because I feel like I'm just following the herd.
No bitches, no grog.
But then this keeps happening.
Ratio.
Don't get me wrong though. I would happily do more Skelly streams, but if only I could level them up somehow, and that requires time. I want to transform the PNG Skelly into like a proper motion tracked, like 3D, maybe low poly Skelly that follows like my head movements kind of thing. The character is too tall? No, that's just BJ Blazkowicz. Right, all you need to do, just to fix your mental perception of this guy, right? All you need to do is go watch Alan Richardson in anything. And go, that's BJ Blazkowicz. Go watch Reacher, go watch whatever, you know, upcoming film he's in, because he's in friggin' everything at the moment. That guy. Zio, the Skelly VTuber original was enough. If I was truly tracing trends, I would have used some anime. Oh god, hell no, no. I don't need some uwu representation. Yeah, that. Have you seen me? I ain't uwu. You can't. It's not working. You can try, but it's not gonna work. Let's see. What's through this door? The thing that used to crack me up though is during one particular like spike of like VTuber popularity, you know, the ones that become like music idols at the same time, and they have these live concerts. It's just like a friggin' PNG like waggling about on a monitor, and there's this friggin' concert hall full of people fucking screaming for them. And I don't know what clip it was, but they do like a reveal. The guy's got like a fringe of hair, his PNGuber avatar, and then his eyes. The screaming! I don't know. There's things that will progressively make you feel ancient as you continue to exist on this here Earth. That's one of them, and that was a few years back now. Marvel, I say what? You say what? You say what about my graphics card being held up by it's a Nerf dart, I'll have you know, not a beef dart. This is 100% vegan. Anti-sag bracket technology. What the what am I doing? Can someone tell me what I'm doing in general? You know what? I'm drinking my sorrows away. That's what I'm doing. It's Friday. I'm playing an overblown, brutal Wolfenstein mod. I'm drinking. What further explanation does there need to be? Other than, you know, compasses. That's what these levels need. You know, in, what night dive thing was it? Did they put, like, a compass thing in? Is it Quake? It was Quake 2, I think. They put a compass item in. Not that I ever thought Quake 2 needed one. That could be just because I've played a lot of Quake 2 in my time. Something reward. Deal. New point system designed around people who can't be asked to 100%. Oh, are people saying I'm not hoovering up enough loot? How do I get lost in a Wolf 3D map? They're literally labyrinths! Most areas look the same. All doors look the same. The biggest visual signifier that'll tell you when you're somewhere new or somewhere that you need to get through is a different kind of door that has a lock on it, and that's it. How'd you get lost? Very easily, as it happens. Very easily. I'm sensing projection. I bet you get lost at Disneyland. I don't know why, but that sounded like a harder diss than I intended it to be. I apologize. Bet you get lost at Disneyland. Oh, God. There's someone asking if I'm drinking Asahi? Yep. Is BJ a giant? Yes. I don't know why this is still a discussion. He's a monster. BJ Blazkowicz is, has, and always will be a monster. Just be glad he's on our side. Zio, when I get to episode 4, I'll see more proper Doom architectures. You know what? If I get through this, I'll jump to 4. Matthias, can I please show everyone help screen? Is this for me or is this for you? It tells you how to reload. Oh, enter for the next page. Kicking, sliding, yeah. Throwing. Dual wielding. Harsh language. Score system. Receive a reward. Projectiles. You're not really, I like that little light glow to signify that they're aiming precisely at you. Multi-kill. You see, the whole hoovering up treasure thing is something that never really got too ingrained in my head. I think the only time where it really bothered me was like Crash Bandicoot, the first one, because at the end of every level, for everything you missed, they'd break it over your head. Every box that you missed, they would drop them on your head at the end. So if you went through missing like 50 boxes or whatever, you'd just be giving Crash the mother of all concussions.
No secrets. No grog.
Well, there won't be when I'm done with it. Infected. Never force a fart. I mean, I am getting older. That's just sage advice at this point. Is that from experience? Aha. I do feel bad. You know, I try not to, because the dogs are also Nazis. It's just that they had less choice in the matter. Saving ammo. Which handgun is this? This one's... Ooh. Is that like a Colt? This is a setting that replaces the dogs with the kamikazes. Well, like in Serious Sam. They just go, ah! Nasty. You know what I like to see in my absurdly strong, like, single shot, maybe need to reload weapons? Penetration. Why did there have to be an awkward silence in the music after I said that? But, it's a sniper elite. You can get through, like, multiple enemies. I say, Blaskovich must be an absolute monster at the axe toss. That's how he makes most of his money, outside of his main occupation. He just wins at all the carnival games. That thing where you hit the bell with the hammer? Obliterated. He basically puts them out of business. They pay him to go away. They pay him to go away. They pay him to leave. And he's all disappointed because he really wanted to have fun. I do like the idea of, like, these absurdly strong brick shithouse action characters in, like, happy fun time settings. It's like that bit at the start of Commando where, yeah, he's hanging out with his daughter and they're, like, just laughing and they're putting ice creams in each other's faces.
I struck the deer, yeah. It's pretty deer. You got me with the ice cream, yeah.
And then he snaps some guy's neck on an airplane. He's such a good dad. Anyway. So it was this way. Okay. BJ missed his calling as a circus strongman. If I ever get to Otto, episode 4 boss, please use the white rifle to finish him off. I won't regret it. Sounds like a date. Donut, you found the Commando opening wholesome. Oh yeah, me too. And sets up the genuine love between Matrix and his daughter. Needed that since a big... Yeah, that's called establishing character motivation. It's one of the more foundational things, even in, like, quote-unquote dumb action movies. Which is amazing, because they managed to fuck that up quite a lot in, you know, most modern mass appeal action movies these days. I got hit with a shambler. I forgot to save, didn't I? Here I go killing again. Shaden, what is my favorite beer? I've been chasing the high of a little beer that I got when I lived in France. It's called Hatchco's Nest. And I bought it exclusively because it had a little owl on the front of it. And I'm trying to remember what particular, like, Hatchco's Nest beer I got, because the memory's fading over time. But I've never been able to find it. I've found other varieties in the UK of it, but I've never been able to find the one that I drank when I lived in France. And the main problem of getting that, even when I lived in France, is that I had to go driving for like a solid half hour to the town that had the beer store that stocked it. Was it Besançon? I think it was Besançon. Lovely place. They have a citadel. Not like the Half-Life 2 citadel, but like a classic, you know, military fortification type thing. You know those Star Fort like layouts? It's really cool. I love them. Ah! You could say it was beyond a citadel. That's right. That's right. There was like inexplicable, like strangely horny anime designs all over the place. Oh wait, no, that's the game, isn't it? Gotta be careful. I might start another international incident if you keep this up. God, some people were very fucking butthurt. I like to think that maybe my opinions on the original Citadel was somewhat blown out of proportion. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you equate this artiste with the likes of a guru connoisseur? How dare you? I am going to defend my senpai. And I was just like, whatever, I'll take the fucking video down. I don't need this fucking stress in my life. Boils down to, I thought it was fucking weird. And most people who have played Beyond Citadel agree it's kind of fucking weird. Whether you enjoy it for being fucking weird is down to your own personal preference, which I thought is how the whole reviewing a video game thing was supposed to fucking work. Last time I checked. You can come to the same conclusions, but have different reasons to back it up. Everyone agrees on this particular aspect of it, but, you know, because we're all individual humans, it's like, you know, I might not be into that. Heaven forbid. I mean, one day I'll probably go and play it, when everyone's long forgotten about it. Alright. I feel like I've been doing, like, progressively worse and worse on this map for every death that I've had. I've been, like, omni-tilted for some reason. You see, where they're messing up here is they're not throwing actual grenades at me. Ooh. It reminds me of that Superman panel where, someone lets off, like, a kryptonite gas grenade or something. And instead of it weakening whatever version of, did I say Batman? I meant Superman. Whatever version of Superman this is, he just kind of goes, kryptonite, my favorite. He's just got this freaking evil look on his face. Lucky the unthrown Nevgas. I'm pretty sure Blaskovich would be like, Sarin. Vintage 1990 whatever, my favorite. Though I'm sure sarin gas wasn't invented around about that time, so. Okay! Make sure to reload those. I noticed the treasure. I'm going back for the treasure. For anyone that's getting annoyed about the treasure. Could go with mustard gas. No, true. What is Superman's kryptonite? Loragi, you feel lost? Citadel? Oh, there's a game called Citadel. And then a sequel called Beyond Citadel. People seem to enjoy it. Whatever brand of gameplay it brings to the table. But also feel the need to caveat it for, like, the strange content and context of the gameplay. Which is, like, simultaneously horny and also disturbingly gory. I think for me, originally, it was, like, the weirdly, like, sterile, almost clinical nature of the gore, because there wasn't really any blood, it was just, like, parts. It's hard to describe, but it's like, it was little other things that clued me in. It was like the expressions on characters' faces as well. I'm like, this is getting a little fetishy. Save. Thank you. But I'm not gonna yuck someone else's yum, to borrow a phrase. It's, you know... I get another beer. At least I play better than Darkside Phil. Oh man. I don't know, is that really the compliment that I want to take? wait a minute, I just gotta relax before I go live. Oh hey! Hello! Where are all these memberships coming from? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. Who's gifted? Someone gifted, didn't they? My notifications aren't sodding working for some reason. Oragi, you gave me a £5 super chat earlier. Found a hidden cache of gold. Spend it on beer. Thank you so much. How long ago was that? How did I miss that? I've got like this event thing set up specifically so I can catch this crap, and I keep missing it. Anyway. Whoever's gift membershiped me, thank you very much. I don't know who has, because this stupid thing doesn't want to friggin' work. I love technology. Actually, no, there's a way I can do this. Let me just get the thing up here. Alraggy, it was you, Alraggy, as well as the super chat. Thank you so much. Sorry, I've got like this crap setup that doesn't let me see shit. Alright, it was this room, wasn't it? And Type Zeta, thank you so much for becoming an enthusiast. Much obliged. Right, what guns do I actually have freaking ammunition for? Did I play the tutorial? What, in this? Yes? Yes. Is it because I'm probably bad? Yeah. Arcturus, you remember Head-On had the author's barely disguised fetishes on show, but at least that was big tough girl orc stuff. I'm into that. Not your thing? There's like, what's that other one? Cat Girl Saga? Is that the name of it? That's a good one. Can't think why. Ooh, it's getting hot in here, or is it just me? Read the manual and play the tutorial if you struggle. Is this aimed at me? I have played the tutorial. Oh, getting bullied. Chat. Chat. I've only got 12 health as well. No wonder I'm dying. Pro tip, don't die. There we go. I keep using the slide kick instead of the regular kick. It's not so good for barrels. No. Look! Outside. Oh, no! Oh. Dog Storm, you just got a membership gift. Oh, it wasn't for me. I mean, it's from Ulragi, I believe. So, direct all thanks to Ulragi. But enjoy the gift membership. If I manage to actually make another goddamn video in the next month, you'll be able to get early access to it. Ah, come on, right? I've gotta get some friggin' ammo going here. Gotta get a stew going or some shit. You'd think with all of these dead Nazis, I'd be able to hoover up some ammunition. In here, there was still people. Getting a little tense. Getting a little tense. Pardon me, now I'll save. Got myself a decent bit of health. Alrighty, swear my alerts are getting worse on YouTube. It sucks. Everything sucks. Technology has been getting progressively worse. There was a sweet spot, right? There was a sweet spot where suddenly everything was great. Everything spoke to everything else, and you didn't need to worry about, you know, having to troubleshoot this shit. And then somewhere along the line, it just all started to fall apart, and everything needs to be constantly hotfixed and updated. And I'm just like, why can't things just work? There was a really great period where things just worked. Those days are gone now. What have I missed? Pro tips: stop sucking ass, Iceman. We'll try as soon as I've stopped sucking your mother's ass. Where am I? It's fine. It's fine. You know what I should do? I should just pop out the chat in like another thing here. I should probably just not even use the friggin' event feed. It is boiled ass. It's terrible. Right. AI. Oh yeah, that's why everything went to shit. That. Oh god, I thought you were dead. Bonus alpha armor and a Thompson. Does that mean I have dual wieldable Thompsons? Yes, I do. Is there a Chungus around here? Was that just a voice line from from my character. Eh. Eh. 9. You see, it's worth it because of the treasure. They keep telling me to get the treasure, so, you know, if you feel bad about me shooting all these dogs, it's the rest of chat's fault. Because they want me to constantly get the fucking treasure. Honey fanboy, you feel my pain. You've had trouble with Windows. You'll be installing Linux soon. I'm very close to just, like, wholesale saying whatever. And then trying to do everything from scratch with friggin' Bazite or some shit. Because, like, Windows recently forced on a bunch of Copilot shit, and I've disabled one part of it, but there's, like, a second. It's like playing friggin' Whack-A-Mole. There's like a core Copilot thing that you can switch off, and then there's a Microsoft 365 Copilot thing that's not turned off, and I have to keep turning it off every time I turn on my PC, and I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. It's making my life actively more annoying because I have to go and root out this thing that I don't want and never opted into. I'm tired of companies deciding that shit's for my own good. I would like them to prove to me that it's worth my fucking time before trying to shove it in my face. I'd like to make an informed judgment. Please and thank you, you know. Instead of them saying, look, here it is, it sucks, but you gotta use it now.
All right.
So, hoping you were using Windows 10 on your budget PC. Oh, you still get the security updates till, yeah, September, October, don't you? Yet somehow they tried to put Copilot on Windows 10. This, you see what I mean? Have I not thought of the poor shareholders? Oh, every night I say a little prayer for the shareholders. A little prayer. I hope they all stub their toes. Repeatedly for the rest of their lives. Those poor shareholders. How will they ever live? This is how you get the axes, by the way. Because I played the tutorial. Pardon me. Dwarven, you feel like your chat's delayed or separate, not sure what. It happens. It happens. I am streaming to 2 different platforms here, so, it happens. Now it feels like it's way opened up with these open courtyards. It's the bird song that sells it. It's good environmental diegetic sound used to. Trying to remember what game has like the worst, and I mean the most dog shit grenade lobbing physics ever, and it's probably Half-Life. Every time I go back and play Half-Life and I have to throw a grenade, I'm reminded of how far we've come. Doom 3 grenades are pretty bad. You know, I've not revisited Doom 3 anywhere near enough to remember the bitter taste of poor grenade physics, but, you know. One day. One day. You know what I really want to play, though? Someone released a, it was like a VR mod for the Perfect Dark recompile. I think the only problem with these recompiles that I can really hold up at the moment is a lot of them are the product of like vibe coding. It's like, It's like that bit out of Curb Your Enthusiasm, where Larry David's like, on one hand, yeah, on the other, oh. I would genuinely respect it more if they, you know, just took the time with it. But it is kind of funny how they all seem to be popping up like dominoes. Not to accuse falling over like dominoes, popping up like rabbits. The rabbits pop up. What typically pops up? Groundhogs? Diglets? The analogy's breaking down. But yeah, you can use that stuff all you like. Just don't ask me to respect you for it. At the end of the day, don't expect any friggin' head pats from me for all of the prompting that you've done. Oh my goodness. Just imagine all that time spent prompting you could have spent, you know, learning how to actually code it. So when the data centers finally reach capacity and start charging ever more excessive subscription charges, and you're locked out because you can't pay the rates, you know, what do you fall back on then, yeah? What do you fall back on then? Because that's where we're headed. That's where we're headed! Oh, Roggy, you had a look at Citadel just now. You think you're good. See? Oh, I do love a good room full of destructible shit. I think that's something that, in more games need to trade on. You gotta set it up like an action set piece with destructible scenery and shit. Let me fuck up the tables and chairs and the lights, you know, the chunks out of columns. You know, like the lobby gunfight in the Matrix, where the columns in the lobby are just absolute mulch near the end of the scene. That kind of stuff. Madison, does this mean I'll check out episode 2? Episode 2 of what? I've bounced around a few subjects here. You might need to remind me what I'm supposed to be episode 2ing. Of Wolfenstein? Oh, of this? I'm probably going to be jumping to, like, episode 4, actually, in all honesty. After I'm done with this episode. If I get that far. Oh shit, that was the exit. Of course it was. It was a brown door. I was actually hoping to explore that level a bit more.
All right.
I suppose I could always go back. When was the last save? Pardon me. Either I fight Hitler or I play the Noah in Trouble bonus level. There's too many choices, man! Oh, is someone bringing up Control Resident? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The Remedy. I love Remedy. They're always trying to just push a little further with how they present their video games. They never sit still. They're always trying to do a different spin, trying to keep it interesting. I got so much respect for Remedy. I need to go back and actually finish Alan Wake 2. I got Alan Wake 2, and I'm like, I don't think I was in the right mind space to play it. I think that my problem was I was live streaming it while I was playing it. That's probably not the best way. That's a game that you kind of sit down with like a good book. You get in a comfy chair and you get yourself ready to just do a significant stint of this thing, or a good TV series, you know. But I'll probably return to Alan Wake 2 after I'm finished with Death Stranding 2. Which I'm in, I think, the final stretch of now. I've really enjoyed it. The gameplay loop is so much more refined in Death Stranding 2. It's kind of funny to me. It's kind of typical of Kojima, really, because he uses his sequels to like iron out gameplay kinks. You know, if he's iterating in a sequel. And there was a lot of stuff introduced in like the director's cut of Death Stranding that didn't quite fit for that game, but have certainly fit a lot better into the sequel. He's clearly a guy that occasionally just goes, wouldn't it be cool if we just did this? See if we can fit it into the gameplay sandbox. Amongst all the wackiness. My favorite bit of wackiness that I experienced so far is finding out that the pizza chef is actually being held hostage. This is in Death Stranding 2, by the way. The pizza chef is being held hostage by the baddies to manufacture weapons, but he's still making pizzas as a cover. And he's played by the director of the original Ghost in the Shell anime, Mamoru Oshii. And there's a pizza kitchen kung fu fight. You just do you, Kojima. You know, you do you. Just give him as much runway as he needs. The biggest mistake Konami ever made was shit cannon Kojima. Really, genuinely. Their loss is our gain. Their loss is our gain. And I think his next project after Death Stranding, there's a horror project, which is basically going to be, I'm going to do my own version of Silent Hill PT, but with hookers and blackjack. And then he's going to return to stealth action, which I'm very excited about, with his own off-brand Metal Gear Solid. The rumor is that he's gonna cast Robert Pattinson in the lead role. And as a Robert Pattinson fan, you know, this is good news to me. This could be very fun. This could be very interesting stuff. What's my basis for this rumor? Nothing, other than I heard someone say it and it sounded like a good idea. If it turns out to be true, there we go. Fantastic. Didn't know I was a Pattinson fan. He's done such interesting stuff since his Twilight days. He's very self-aware as an actor, and he's gone out of his way to pick up interesting film roles. And every single time I've heard Robert Pattinson is going to do X, Y, or Z in this film, that film, or other film, I'm like, okay. That sounds like fun. That sounds interesting. I really like The Batman. The Batman's great. There's a lot of like buzz about, you know, The Batman too. But I've still, unfortunately, not sat down to watch that that miniseries, The Penguin. I wanna get that on my hard drive. Did I say hard drive? I said subscription service. Okay, where am I heading next? I have been here. I have been there. Oh yeah, you can destroy these pillars with grenades. Not that that's gonna help you much in this particular circumstance. It's largely if the pillars are in the way. But the most in the way the pillars have been up until this point has been in like the tutorial. Secret, it's been interesting seeing people get on Kojima's case. For what? Let me just trace this because it sounds like fun. Oh, for Kojima being political. Yeah. You look at Metal Gear, don't see someone putting up warnings of nuclear war in AI. Yeah, yep. Famously anti-political video game creator Hideo Kojima. Oh, man. Man who enjoys infusing real-world geopolitics. Avid fan of, you know, the Cold War era. Hideo Kojima. Yeah, sure. Oh, man. Monster Hunter is canon in Metal Gear, that's true. In Metal Gear Peace Walker, there's a Monster Hunter kind of bonus mission you can go on. And there's a monster you've got to hunt called Gear Rex, which bears a striking resemblance to Metal Gear Rex. And you could say on that basis maybe it was the inspiration for the design of Metal Gear Rex, but then you have to realize that it was actually Granin from MGS3 who originally designed Metal Gear Rex because he had a model of it in his office in Metal Gear 3. Metal Gear Solid 3, sorry. I'm looking forward to that Master Collection for Metal Gear Solid coming out, by the way. Gonna really enjoy the prospect of playing Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PC, devoid of Sony PlayStation, and, you know, 60 FPS, silky smooth, remaining seated for over an hour at a time for cutscenes type experience. Yeah, that sounds like a good time to me. That sounds like a good time to me. You can finally play MGS4, something not PS3. I know, right? It's really nice to have that option. I mean, I know emulation is there as well, but it's not quite the same, is it? It's like with the PlayStation 4 and Bloodborne. It's like, I mean, the lengths that they've gone to get Bloodborne working real nice on a PS4 emulator these days is more than admirable. It's practically a public service at this point, because as time goes by, some of these fucking games are getting more and more closer to being lost friggin' media. So yeah, emulators are doing God's work in my opinion when it comes to like video game preservation, because I cannot fucking trust big name publishers and companies like Sony and Microsoft to give enough of a shit. It very much is a fine, we're gonna have to do it ourselves type beat. Can't expect God to do all the work. I know, we gotta get dirty. We gotta roll up our sleeves, man. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Oh, it's a fountain! I thought it was some weird wiggly monster type thing. These guys, though. Gosh darn it, I hit the chandelier. Awful. Part of me would like a British spy analog to B.J. Blazkowicz. I'm sure there's plenty of games that fit that bill. What does BJ even stand for? Well, it's William, but William can be shortened to Billy. J, I'm not sure about the J. Is it Joseph? Jetstream, how brutal is it? Well, you can bisect a Nazi with an axe. That's pretty brutal. Krala, you fell into my trap, my expertly laid trap. I'm so sorry it had to be you, Krala 100. Let's all point and laugh at Krala in the chat. Because James Bond was post-World War II. You silly goose. You silly goose. You fell into my trap. I know he was inspired by Ian Fleming's experiences during World War II in clandestine intelligence with the OSS and what have you. However, that is not where his adventures were set. But a World War II 007 might be, could be, you know what? I welcome it. I welcome it as an option. I do. Can I castrate Nazis as well? Well, I mean, if you can aim the axe well enough, I guess anything's possible. Agent 64, Spies Never Die, I should try. I've played the demo, Cutting. I've played the demo. It's a while back now, actually. Anyway, I smell a boss. Gotta love that smashing crockery sound effect. The most overused sound effect in the history of ever. Oh, man. So it's like next to that sound effect of like a cat when, you know, someone's fallen over and everything's breaking. There's the smashing crockery. There's the cat. Sorry, I'm just checking what I got ammo for. Seems to just be my Lugers. This could be foreshadowing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we got the good stuff. Now we got the good stuff. Ooh. World War II equivalent of the Berserk kit. You heard that sound effect in Resident Evil 4 as well, Jetstream. Did they use it in the remake? That would be funny if they still used it in the remake. I've not played Resident Evil 9. God, yeah, we're up to Resident Evil 9. Holy moly. I've still not played it. I want to know if the smashing crockery sound effect is in Resident Evil 9. Dual wield? I don't have 2 of them! I need 2 of them. Oh god, that hurt my neck. Oh no, they were doing something. I was distracted by the health bar. I was just trying to see whether or not the axes were doing anything to his health bar. It was doing a chunk. It was chunking him good. It was chunking him well. Oh, dear me. Krala, Leon is in his 50s and still looks hot. What's our excuse? We don't have the LSS5 enabled. That's our excuse. Thank you very much. Some people want to age like a fine wine. Other people age like a wheel of cheese. I'm probably in the latter category, personally speaking. We get wider and we get smellier.
Still holding it.
Oh shit. Oh, that's just rude. Woo! Oh, he angry. He angry. He angry! Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey! Got all that gold. I told you he was padding out his suit. Freedom!
After obtaining documents relating to Operation Eisenfaust, I was captured by a German patrol and sent to Castle Wolfenstein. Despite the tough resistance, I managed to flee and discover a Kreisau Circle squad who were planning to assault the castle. They set me free and brought me to their hideout, informing me of Dr. Schaub's location in Castle Holhammer. One of their squad members is guiding me to it. Hopefully this will be the last remaining facility producing these godforsaken mutants.
In all respect to, I believe it was Jake, the voice, doing the VA for this. With all respect, what do you need to accurately portray BJ Blazkowicz, right? Is you get like a pint glass or something. You find your nearest gravel driveway. You scoop that shit and you gargle it. Yeah, you gargle it. Maybe a bottle or two of maybe like Wild Turkey, Jack Daniels, whatever. Yeah, maybe mix that up if it doesn't go down smooth, and then no, I don't want to tell you how to do your job. I'm just saying. And at least 50 cigarettes. Yeah. At least 50 cigarettes. You imagine it's meant to sound more like Wolf 09's mission and briefing. I've not played Wolf 09. I'd like to. Was this the same Jake the Voice that did the protagonist in Wolfenstein 3D? I believe so. Yeah.
What are next?
Well, I did say I'd do episode 4. So I'm sorry everyone that's been like shooting suggestions to me in the meantime. I did agree pretty early on that I would go jump to episode 4 after this. What's the gist on the new version? You beat the previous one of Brutal Wolfenstein. It's more, it's bigger, it's messier, it's moist. Yeah, it's a good fucking time. I don't know what to tell you. If you enjoyed it before, you're probably gonna enjoy it more now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we on Dark Secret? Because that's kind of like episode 0 after this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the moist tier? I'm sorry, that's copyright infringement. I can't do that. That's the purview of what should we call it? Penguin Zero. Does he still do moist meter?
Nazis sure know how to design interiors.
I'll take your word for it. Say what you like about the Third Reich, but they had a killer fashion designer on retainer, did they not? Was it Hugo Boss? Fun fact, yeah, Hugo Boss designed the uniform for, was it the SS? It's PR at the end of the day when it comes to, you know, fascist regimes. It's all projection. Anyways, I'm gonna go get more beer. Be right back. Hey, Macarena. Sorry, I was trying to listen just before I came back, whether or not the bass line fits with the Macarena. The last bit of it, I can see your point. So it's kind of which, you know, doesn't, but the little bit goes up a bit. But you gotta remember the Macarena is hey, Macarena. All right. Anyways. How about no? How about I ruin all your shit? Anyway. Branch, you can't really enjoy a game where you kill other humans unless other humans are Nazis. Your brain starts screaming that you're hurting people and you just can't. It's alright, they're not humans, they're Nazis. That's the thing. It's all mindset, really. If they're gonna dehumanize other peoples, we might as well dehumanize the Nazis. Okay.
Nazis sure know how to design interiors.
You know, out of all of the kind of brutal mods that I've played, ADS seems funniest to me in Wolfenstein. There's just something about being able to ADS in Wolfenstein that I find really funny. Just because it just feels like a complete non-necessity. Matthias, the compact universal marksman rifle. Oh, the CUM, yes. That one. Oh, here we go. Here's the caves. That's a good one. Scheiße! Ugh. I'm a fan of that bit in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where they're tied up on the chairs and the room's on fire, and they get into the fireplace. And they find a secret switch, and it turns out the fireplace is like secret access to a communications room in the castle. And they finally get there, and they finally notice that all like the German officers are in there, and they're like, they get this big beaming smile off of the one lady on the comms headset, and she goes, "Alarm!" Ugh. What's the gold for? Just score. It grants you upgrades or a bonus drops for every value that you exceed. I can't remember what the value is. I think it's like 10k or whatever of treasure. You get like a bonus drop. Be it like a weapon or, you know, something else. So it's got purpose. It's got purpose. Which I like. I like having purpose to pickups and so on and so forth. Out of most of the things that have aged poorly over the decades when it comes to, you know, video game design. It's that just a raw high score no longer cuts the mustard, you know? It used to be the case where a high score was everything. You got your name on a leaderboard, you could say, I got the high score in X, Y, and Z, and that was the bragging right. That was the keys to fame. But as games have evolved, it's less of a necessity to just hit a high score. Sometimes the games is just, you know, enough to have said that you've beaten it on a certain difficulty level. But then that you've also collected, you know, 100% of X, Y, and Z. You found all of the secrets, so on and what have you. Basically, we're constantly seeking more validation from our video games as time goes on. We want the good boy, well-played headpats from our video games. We want our games to tell us that we were consistently doing a good job of playing the video game. And yeah, the high score isn't quite enough these days. I concede that it's true. High score leaderboards still have their fans. That is absolutely true. It's not an absolute argument, and one that I can freely accept because I'm a big fan of pinball. And you know what pinball often relies on for its rankings? High scores. It's all about high points. How many points you can get. Getting those multi-balls, getting those features lit up, getting those multipliers going, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. On that kind of track, I've been like trying to keep an eye on developments in video games that involve pinball mechanics. And more recently, there was a game that had a really great mangling of mechanics as its logline. It was roguelike 3D pinball deck builder. I think it was called Runix. I'm like, yes, yes, more shoehorning of pinball into other genres, please. I just want to see if you can make it work. I played a pinball gacha game one time. It was like crack to me. I loved it, and then they discontinued it because I was probably the only fucking person playing it. I've seen a Foddy-like pinball like tower climber game. I'm trying to recall the name of it, but I streamed it one time. It was a lot of fun. I liked the demo quite a lot. Should be on my wish list. There was Ball X Pit. There was another one that wasn't quite like a tower climber pinball game, but it was more like a pinball adventure. And then one that I go back to quite a lot mentally, there was a mobile pinball game called Pin Out, and it fused like an endless ongoing multi-stage scrolling pinball field. You just kept going and going and going and going until you reach like an infinite stage. But it also had, I shit you not, one of the finest synthwave soundtracks to grace a game that took those aesthetics on board, let alone a mobile phone game. Holy shit. Zio still works on this. They do. They've been quite active in chat during the course of this stream. I don't know if they're still about right now. Excuse me. There's the key. I need to get back to the cave. I figured there would be an ambush. Trash, he played a pinball RPG game mode on the NES years back. Oh, I think you've mentioned this either on stream or somewhere else to me. The game is called Pinball Dreams. Completely off topic, Fenrir, have I seen Poke All Toads? Extremely adorable puzzle game. Has not graced my my attention, I'm afraid to say. Octurus, he played a cool demo recently of a pinball game called A Pulse. Like pinball in space, and you blast the ball to other spaceships and do missions. I love seeing the old pinball mechanic used in various video games. And Lord Frederick, he recently saw a Cooler World-inspired game called Axis. I've seen that as well. As someone who was there when the texts were written, when Cooler World was available on... Was it the PlayStation Demo 1 demo disc? Pretty sure it was. I had that. Oh, it's kind of sad seeing like how PlayStation operates in current year. I think PlayStation started to lose its way. Maybe they course corrected during the PlayStation 3 era. There was the PS3 has no games meme. And then when you think of the PlayStation 4 these days, the joke was that it was the Bloodborne machine. And considering so many of the games that were like exclusives at the time on the PlayStation 4 have gone on to come to the PC. Sony died when they got rid of the Japan studio. When was that? PS5 still has no games. Ooh, how low is my health? What? There's a long hallway. Do I have a scope for this yet? No. I've said this before, but every time I use this gun, I'm like, man, I should really finish playing, you know, the Sniper Elite entries that I've got. I've got like a bunch of them. I got them on like Steam sale, but I've never like sat down and properly just plowed through them. On paper, they seem to be like exactly the kind of thing that I should love, because there's like that stealth element to it, getting to a good position, firing off your shots, and then you know, evading all over again, that kind of business. But for some reason, there's like a weird, I want to call it like an attention snag. It doesn't quite grab me enough, and I go play something else. And another part of my brain is just screaming, it's called ADHD! Alright. This is why I'm really grateful to, have Doom mods as a thing. The sheer amount of variety in Doom mods and what have you has probably saved me. Because I get too impatient to like settle down for the long haul with any one particular game. It's like I've got that brand where gacha doesn't really grab me because I don't see the point after a while. The dopamine doesn't hit. Like, sure, I got like a double triple S rank
My
character,
cause is
whatever.
just, my will is strong, and my scope is very, very large. Mine eyes can but weep as they bear witness to the majesty, the scoped Carabiner 98.
Well, I don't have the scope yet, do I? I'm looking for the scope. It keeps taunting me every time I press the Alt button. Sniper Elite honestly feels like the Splinter Cell of today. It's yeah. Still good. I'm glad it's still going. There are some gachas that people play for the story. I mean, true. What's that big one? Is it Genshin Impact? That one's been going for so long. I'm so surprised that they keep, managing to add stuff to it. Then there's that, Honkai Star Rail. A lot of the names for these sound like nonsense words to me. I mean, they are. They are nonsense words. I've given them all a try. You know the hell of it? I think I want to be snagged by gacha. In my heart, somewhere, there is like a hook that wants to be snagged by gacha, but it just doesn't happen. I'll tell you, and I've brought this up before every now and again, but the only time I've been vaguely snagged by gacha is that aforementioned pinball JRPG gacha game that I was playing. It was called World Flipper. See what I mean about the friggin' nonsense word salad titles of these friggin' games? It was called World Flipper, and you basically assembled what should be a JRPG team, but the method in which you dispatch them is exactly the same as what Ball X Pit ended up being, where you when you're doing like the town building sections, you launch your characters and they bounce around and perform actions as they bounce around. It was that. And it had me, and then it closed down because no one else fucking played it, because pinball is allegedly old and busted, but I still like it, so, fuck all y'all that don't like pinball. I just noticed that this room is in the shape of like an eagle. Or is that just pattern recognition? I don't know. Jeez, settle down, fella. Practically vibrating. Krala, people swear by Arknights have one of the best stories. Not for gachas, but just period. I played Arknights, man. I've played Arknights. I played Arknight's sequel. They just don't grab me. I want to be grabbed. This is the hell that I'm living in. I want to be grabbed by these games, but they don't. It sounds like a great time, and I want the dopamine that everyone else is fucking experiencing from these games, but I just don't experience it. It's hell. I guess it's why the battle pass model doesn't do much for me. I don't feel the FOMO. Actually, that's a lie. The last time I felt genuine FOMO is when Fortnite had an Indiana Jones skin. Maybe like a Metal Gear Solid Indiana Jones and then like a, the Doom Slayer skin. Because I'd fleetingly played a bit of Fortnite, and it was enough to kind of bring me in. They just had the right kind of hook, strong enough hook, And I jumped back into Fortnite for a while, and I had a fine time, and then the novelty just wore off, and I just couldn't be bothered keeping up with the grind no more. I was like, I don't need this. It's the same thing. And it's a brutal fucking grind when you think of the people who make those games. Holy moly. It must be like a video game sweatshop making those games. Gacha, Fortnite, otherwise. Jeez. Might be nice work if you're an artist, but I don't know what the conditions are like, or the rates are like. I mean, all I can hope is that the, paid reasonably, but in current year, I don't think that's the case. Heck, I do something for a living that is widely regarded as a lowest common denominator lazy boy option. The streaming and the YouTubing. And even I think I'm not paid enough. Even I'm starting to think it's getting a little friggin' threadbare with the ad rev. Oh no, not one of these friggin'. There we go. So, while I'm at it, greatly appreciate all of the memberships, greatly appreciate all of the super chats, donations. Speaking of which, have I missed any? Holy fuck. Let me just check. Let me just check before I forget, because my setup is god-awful and it doesn't let me know sometimes. Also, I don't get to see, like, the blocked comments. More than half gacha or Guna bait, Lord Frederick. That is true. That is true. I missed a 109-month one. A 109-month what? Subscription? When? This is what I mean! Don't do that to me. No, don't do that to me. I hate that. During the break? Oh, motherfucker. I genuinely hate missing these things. I'm scrolling up chat now to see if I can find it so I can read it out. Actually, it's probably going to be easier to go onto my Twitch thing. I don't know. All of this technology sucks. I've scrolled up as far as I can on my thing and I can't see it no more. Ah, no, I'm so sorry I missed that. Shit. My apologies. Sorry, you keep dying as vandal. Oh, sorry, I missed your message that you sent me about whether or not I still have Marathon installed. I do have Marathon installed. I've not played it recently. I'm waiting for the mid-season update to dive back into Marathon because I want to play Vault Breaker mode. I will freely admit, the lack of traction has made it a bit difficult for me to play Marathon lately because it's hard to find matches. Because everyone seems to have collectively decided that, Marathon is in the shame pit for some reason, and I really like Marathon. Also, I noticed Guna bait was mentioned earlier with regards to gacha. Marathon has such a budding Guna bait scene. It's impressive. It really is. you should see some of the shit that they're trying to cook up with regards to some of the characters in Marathon. I don't know if that's gonna... I don't really care if it's gonna bring you into the fold at all, but... Holy moly. Some people are very horny for some of the designs in Marathon. I'll just put it that way. Definitely not a complaint. Not a complaint. Alright, that's where I came in. God damn it. You wish they did a Marathon remake? Just a straight up, like, brutal Marathon? That would be interesting. Yeah, why has no one done a brutal Marathon? Maybe with the more recent exposure of Marathon, because it's a little bit more, you know, probably in not the way that I'd like. It's probably a little bit more prescient in the popular consciousness right now, Marathon. But they could leverage that. They could leverage that. Hello. Shotgun. I should save. I should save. And then find that one key door that I found earlier. It's not you, because you're the way I came in. Wait, I got both of them. I got like the iron key and the gold key. That's the gold key. Which I want to say traditionally heads towards the exit. Come on. Come on! There we go. Ooh, I didn't reload! That's a good shotty. That's a good shotty. I approve. Icarus approved. Shotgun. I reckon I could get, like, a good trap beat, like, hip-hop sound out of some of the effects in this. Maybe when I got enough time, I'm gonna shove some of the sound effects from Wolfenstein into, like, FL Studio and see what I can make. I noticed a few people are wondering where they can get a hold of 500 cigarettes. It is available. It's on the other secondary channel. Icarus Lives Again. So if you wanna listen to my magnum opus, 500 cigarettes, it should be available on the secondary. The Icarus Lives Again. I'm pretty sure it is. Or wait, no! I got a whole bunch of other garbage channels, haven't I? No. This is my problem. I keep making garbage YouTube channels for all the other stuff that I know people don't want to watch. Switch count. Icarus Garbage Dump, maybe? That's where I used to put the old memes. Studio. Yeah, Icarus Garbage Dump. If you wanna, listen to the 500 cigarettes, thing with the video again, that's where it is. Icarus Garbage Dump. That's where it lives now. It ain't dead. That's where it lives. Okay. Ah! I meant 9! So that's the exit. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with that. 500 YouTube channels. We must have more.
All right.
This is one of the inherent problems that I've brought up in recent times with YouTube. You gotta be like hyper niche. And I've tried recently to bring the niche back to just straight up Doom mods, nothing else. But for some reason it just doesn't pop off like it used to. It's a shame. Well, we figured out that the wood heater does in fact explode. Broken Cornholio, 500 cigarettes. A bad habit started from the ouch.wad, you're guessing? Tell you what. Just to make this a little easier for everyone in chat, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna post a link. You save that for yourselves. Let's post a link. Hopefully that goes to both chats. I don't know if it will. Oh, it won't let me do it to the YouTube one. I gotta do it manually. There you go. There you go. Ooh. I do like the caves. Even though I die. I do like the caves. Don't tell me these are all mirrored. Or have I just made the exact same turns that I did previously? It's amazing if I have.
Short stuffer! Over!
Personal Classes, good old boom shoot with a mean chunky shotgun is your video game equivalent of comfort food. Same. If you can nail the shotty, I feel like that's 90% of the battle won. Excuse me. Nothing. Sure nothing. It's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. I know that the
destroy the pillars, but I'm not familiar with how far they bounce when they hit a surface, so I'm just like wall banging myself with the friggin' grenades every single time. Also, they just straight up insta detonate if they hit like an enemy or yourself. That I just can't fucking win is what I'm coming down to right now. I just can't fucking win no matter what I try to do, because that if I break that pillar, it means I can access the secret behind it, but I'm 2 for 2 on self-inflicted deaths at this point. And I got the friggin' pyro to deal with. And then he explodes. I'm trying not to do anything fancy at this point. I'm trying not to do anything too fancy because I know I'll just mess it up. All right, let's save now. Let's save now. Pyro explodes and they put them in close quarters. I know. It's my own personal hell. It really is.
Short stuffer.
I was kind of expecting that barrel to explode. I don't know why. I was secretly hoping I could dual-wield shotguns, but alas. Ooh-wee. Old kid. See, now I just need to remember where the gold key door is. Shut up. Okay, I've mapped it. It's fine. Is it technically possible to dual-wield pump-action shotguns? If we're going by Diamond Dragon rules, yes. Oh! Ha! Oh. Every now and again, I like to kind of stagger the trigger presses on these, just for an extra bit of satisfaction, because it's like left mouse, right mouse. When did I last save? Good! Good! Keep forgetting there's a little cooldown on the knee slide. I could just leave, but I felt like, you know, I should clear the area first. It's just good combat etiquette. No! God, why? Why do I keep fucking surprising myself with that? I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just that dumb. I'm just that dumb. Corella, you remember a Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie where he dual-wielded 2 pump-action shotguns was the only good part of it? That could be. Right, it goes by 2 names. It's called Welcome to the Jungle here in the UK, but I'm pretty sure in America it's called The Rundown. It's got Christopher Walken in it. It's either that or Walking Tall, but I'm pretty sure it's the other one. It's getting spooky. Don't you look so fucking smug, you little shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back.
Hey! So, you know, I want to take care of business. And, I just popped to the fridge, and I was like, I've ran out of beer, haven't I? But guess what? I got another one! Yeah! Life is good! Till you get mauled to death by a rabid band of dogs. Twitch, clip that. There's one time I need that fucking feature to work. It's right now. Apparently there's a feature where if you say Twitch, clip that, it will take it as a command and actually do it. Oh god. These I mean, of course I'm dying. I've started the level with 12 points of health, and I can't suck on these bones for sustenance. Phrasing. He's very friendly. Honestly, he's such a friendly dog. He's a real friendly dog. He's friendly! He's friendly! Why in every one of these clips that I watch when there's a dog off the leash going apeshit, there's someone running behind going, he's friendly! Obviously not! If he was, he'd know enough to respect my personal space. I love dogs, by the way. I absolutely love dogs. Just in case you need any additional context there. I don't have some deep-seated like trauma about dogs or any some shit. It's just video games. Just fucking video games doing that to me. Now they get the friggin' heavy machine gun or whatever the fuck this is. You're getting mulched, Fido. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I don't make the rules. I mean, I control the buttons that I press, but you know, you're going to the mulch factory. If you would have told me that several hours into this stream I'd spend a fair portion of it being mauled to death by dogs, I'd say get out of town. Is it that U2 album? It's called Achtung Baby. I don't know why that information's in my head. They do pop like balloons though, I gotta say. There's the kind of like popping that you get with like anti-material rifles. What dog doing? Go and splat, Irish. Have I unlocked Steel Path yet? Are we talking about something different, or are you talking to me? Are you having your own conversation? I remember someone was talking about Warframe, and I'm like, I should mention I started up Warframe again recently just because of like the more recent announcement. And I've just been yelling at the menus for most of my time, going, what the ever-loving F is even going on? And everyone tells me that's the experience in a nutshell. Just stick with it, you'll be fine. This is like the third time I've tried to get into Warframe. Third time. And I think it might be the charm. It might be the charm. But I feel like I'm cursing myself by saying so. But yeah,
Only bats inhabited these places.
but most recently I've been like on Venus doing like the that storyline stuff, and then I'm just following the routes, man. I'm just following the routes. Every guide that I consult says just follow the planetary routes for unlocking junctions. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing that, and you should be okay. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll trust that conventional wisdom. He played 30 minutes of Warframe and stopped. The onboarding is kind of all over. The most recent onboarding is actually a lot better. The teacher storyline is pretty good for getting you into like a crash course of what you're doing. And then I think they've still got a lot of the old missions as like legacy planetary stuff that you can just skip at this point, but it's a lot. I'm not gonna diminish the fact that it is a lot. It's a big fat sloppy mess in terms of onboarding and structure and figuring out what the fuck you're supposed to do, but everyone tells you that's the point. That's part of the charm. You do stuff, and if it eventually clicks, then you're golden. Which is where I am at this point. I'm at the cusp of feeling like it's about to click. That's not clicking. It's about to click. I just need to keep up with it. It's one of those games where I'm like, I need to keep at it. Is Warframe one of those unpaid job games? Kinda, but the nice thing about Warframe is everything stays. It just keeps building layer by layer by layer by layer. It's like geological in terms of its construction. Whereas with Destiny, they kept taking foundational things away. It's not what you want to do. I mean, I've played a bit of Destiny 2 as well. I like it. I like it. But it's an absolute tragedy that I have to come around to liking it now at the end of all things. Oh shit, I didn't kill him with my sick knee slide? It didn't work? Are you shitting me? What are you guys made out of? Concentrated ham? It's... No! No! No, Granada! In fact, you Granada. No, you. Ooh. Destiny should have had optional install sizes like Master Chief Collection. Oh, where you like pick an expansion or a phase of the game that you want to play with. Yeah. I think that the weird thing about Destiny is the excuse that they give for shelving the original storyline stuff for Destiny 2 is that they tweaked the engine so much that they just couldn't like maintain it. It's a concept known as like tech debt, and it's something I need to learn more about. all things considered. But like the idea of technical debt in terms of you've built your engine up to such a degree that it makes old content hard to work with because it runs on an older version of the engine. It's a wild problem. And very much a it feels like a live service problem as well. Drayscan, it wasn't entirely true, the tech debt thing. Oh, is that the exit? I don't know. It could be. Nine. We're supposed to go boom. Where's my earth-shattering kaboom? Pardon me. It's great that the first instinct of that enemy is to throw a frickin' grenade. I say while I launch, you know, rocket-propelled grenade, Panzerfaust, whatever, rounds in a cramped space.
Short stuffer. Good luck.
Nice. Okay, now I need the gold key. Why are these guys running around with gold in their pockets? Nazi gold! Exozelic, the original plans for Destiny, was a new game every 2 to 3 years. Bungie changed that and decided to keep developing Destiny 2, but the engine wasn't made to last that long, so they had to come up with all the bullshit surrounding content vaulting. It shows that they didn't plan for this when they couldn't even bring back a playable version of the original campaign for the effing copyright court case. Yeah, it sounds wild to me. Wild that they could never bring that back. It feels like a product of very short-sighted development. And I don't know about you guys, but you know how they had a story culminate in a big event? It was the final shape, right? They had a culmination. They had a finale. And I personally would say at that point it's okay to kind of go, right, we're gonna put this into maintenance and we're gonna keep like a baseline cycle of things going, but we're gonna use this opportunity to work on Destiny 3. But no, that's apparently not how it works. I'm so confused by that. So confused. And then if you want to play the OG Destiny, you've got to have a console, yeah? Because it's not available on PC. I'd actually be interested to go play the original Destiny. Because there is a different style of gameplay to that.
This frickin' pillar all over again, man. I'm wondering if that's something I need to actually deal with. Oh god, it is! Secret wall! I figured it
Now,
must
the main
be.
problem area is up here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort.
How do you know I'm perfect? Anyway, what was I doing? Trying not to blow myself up and failing horrifically. Really? That's how it works? I've always hated the push walls.
Serious?
I
Make it
am!
laugh even harder.
What was I even saying? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Life is ephemeral. We are but leaves on the wind. You know what? I don't know why I'm surprised. But I've played too many games, you know? I've played too many games where it turns out doing just a thing is, in fact, the thing you need to do. There's a black key in the death pit. I need to hug the walls, though. Oh, God. Oh, man. Save. This pit?
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
Good riddance!
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the f are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
Oh. Yeah, ultimately, I like this mod plenty. I like this mod plenty. But when I'm forced to interface with the level design of Wolfenstein 3D, I don't care for it. I think it insists upon itself.
There's the key. There's the freaking key. Oh. Now I can leave. If I can remember where the exit is. It's one of these cave systems. Can't hurt to check. You never know if there's gonna be a secret wall. Oh, here we go. This section. The labyrinth. Oh, wait. Was it this section or a different section? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Here I go killing again. There's another section. I can't believe it's taking this long to get this gun. Alright. So you don't go down that. Don't go down. Don't. You just don't. Just no. No. Just don't. Hmm. What was that one? Trash, you played the too many barrels mod. It's cool, but do you think it needs an option to randomly replace normal enemies with barrel enemies for levels that don't have any or a few barrels? I think that's what I touched on with my summary towards the end of the video, where I was like, I would like more granular options, because right now there is like 2 options with not enough barrels. There is more barrels on and then degree of variety for the barrels, which is like a sweeping step-by-step thing. If you could drill down into those options and then you know, be a little bit more, as I say, granular about those options, I think that would be in the mod's favor. But still, for what it is, it's pretty freaking fun. Which, you know, if you're here and you don't know, and for some reason you are unaware that I have uploaded a video in the last day or so. New video. You mod who dis? Don't flashbang me! But yeah, the I don't have a lot of faith in the YouTube algorithm these days when it comes to actually putting the videos that I have made in front of the people that actually want to watch them. Dare I say, this is a bit of a conspiracy theory. I don't know how true this is, but I feel like there is a incentive for, let's call them lower tier channels such as myself, to use the promotions feature of these channels, of these providers, YouTube, TikTok, otherwise. It's very aggressive on TikTok. If you want something to blow up, you should, you know, it basically funnels you down into the whole,
promotion system that they've got. And I was having a brief poke around earlier today, because I'm like, I'm sure more people would be interested in the video I've made. Absolutely 100% sure that more people would be interested in this video that I've made than what is, you know, those that are currently being served. And I was looking at the promotion options, and at minimum, and this isn't to be confused with like a mandatory minimum, but at minimum, they suggest you spend 75 quid on a promotion campaign these days to get your video some actual traction. And I'm like, basically, I'm of the opinion that YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, all of these platforms are now exclusively driven by, squeezing as much money out of budding or prospective or desperate creators as they can. If it happens organically, that's like a 1 in a million. But for everyone else, they gotta grease the wheels. And if you want to grease the wheels, you gotta pay the people who are in charge. Zekre, I'm just reading this in chat now. Queerphobia has no place in Icarus's department. Absolutely not. Zero tolerance on that front. I'm sorry I've not been very attentive on the chat front, but this is absolutely a welcome space, or I want it to be a welcome space for anyone in the LGBTQ+ realms. I'm not here for witch hunting and any of that fucking bullshit. Individual dramas to paint entire groups. You can all fuck off with that shit. I'm too old for this shit. And ultimately, at the end of the day, criminal acts, and we are all very aware of what constitute criminal acts in any regard from anyone, regardless of proclivities, orientations, or otherwise, are to be judged criminally. I don't feel like I really need to dive that deep on this fucking front. It's just, I'm very, very fucking tired of the whole, I wanna score EP-ing internet points with other people who like to jerk ourselves off on this front for one reason or another. I'm just like, guys, unplug. Seriously. Fucking unplug. My life has been so much fucking better since I have unplugged myself. Yeah, multiple personality disorder up in this front. I've unplugged myself from the sources of a lot of these things, which is just toxic social media. I've made a concerted effort in my life to just absolutely cut out this bullshit, because I remember a part of my life where I was just like, I got by fine without having the shit constantly pumped into my head. And having people bitch and moan about things that didn't really affect them, and they felt they had a fucking axe to grind. I'm just like, do us a favor and shut the fuck up. I'm tired. Bigotry tires me out. I find it tiresome. Social media hygiene is important, very much so. I mean, sadly, in my profession, I have to engage with a lot of like wider social media, but yeah, there's a limit. There's a limit to the crap I want to put up with, the limit to, you know, what I want to have to wade into in order to further whatever the fuck I'm doing here. But at the end of the day, I can sleep at night relatively calm, relatively well, save for my children to keep me up all fucking night sometimes, and, you know, enjoy things. It's amazing how much shit you can enjoy without some asshole yapping in your fucking ear about bullshit. Be it video games, movies, anything, man. Honestly, you should try it. It's great. Just try a bit of a detox for a while. Honestly, it'll do you some fucking wonders, believe me. And this is from someone who used to exist in the worst, and I mean worst, possible trenches of internet subculture. I was there. Houdini! They're making noises that remind me of the, what are they called in Star Wars? The little fellas with the glowing eyes at Harvest Tech on Tatooine. Those guys. Jawas! Yeah, that's the ones. I wanted to say Ewoks, but I knew I was wrong. Houdini! Oh god, give me a gun that has bullets. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, did I just pick up a key? Hell yeah. See, this is the thing you should you should enjoy. These are the kind of things you should be excited about. You play your video games and you achieve the objectives, right? And you get a little bit of a dopamine hit in the back of your head. It's like, I did the thing. I did the thing. And I didn't have to denigrate, like, some subculture or race or sexual proclivity in order to enjoy myself. It's amazing. It's so good. You should try it. Try just playing the thing and having fun. It'll change your life, honestly. It really will. That was a scream. GD, why am I fighting the good guys? Oh, I hope you're joking, because you just got one strike. You don't get two. Got a very dim view on edgelording as well, by the way. Just for anyone that really needs to hear it said out loud. And I know some people are fucking stupid enough to need it, so I'll say it anyway. I've got a really dim view of edgelording. To me, it is an absence of actual wit. And more often than not, betrays true intention. Like I said, I'm too old for this shit. What is edgelording, Nautilus? You're not familiar with the concept of edgelording? It is the concept of saying something like willfully controversial for the sake of a reaction. So to get a rise out of someone, you know it's offensive, you know it's wrong, but you say it to try and get a rise. It's kind of like an offshoot of trolling. And to be honest, it's a waste of time. There's so much other things you could be enjoying in your life, like getting blown up by your own rocket launcher. Speaking of which, let me just have a little dive in here and just see if I can ban someone. Yeah, that's the good shit. Oh, I'm gonna rub my nipples over that one later. Hell yeah. There we go. That's the shit. Anyway, where was I? What you really need to remember is you can make it as just as uncomfortable for those people as they try and make it for you. And the thing that they forget is I'm relatively shameless most of the time. You know, personally, I'm A-okay with disparaging myself. You heard me. Brain injury. Does this mod get a mine or a 9? It gets a ya. Ja, das Hoki Koki. Ja. Oh, no, they're setting themselves on fire. That's fine by me. Where's my bullets? Sorry, I'm just shaking my cans. I'm trying to find out if I got any more beer left. I do find it really interesting, though, that when you play a game as old as Wolfenstein in current year, every now and again there's a handful of people who turn up who get weirdly offended. Weird that. Strange behavior. I thought we'd all collectively agreed that being a Nazi is pretty fucking bad. That's why we shoot them in video games. It's like persisted as like a thing, you know. It's okay. They're Nazis. Oh, don't worry. I saw him. they've posted it multiple times, like some kind of absolute idiot, thinking that, you know, you wouldn't notice. But it keeps happening. It's so strange. It's a really good weeding technique, actually. It's a really fucking good weeding technique. You play a game that features shooting Nazis and racists and other fucking scum, and they kind of self-report. It's really fucking funny because I get to hit them with hammers. They're giving me pleasure. The one thing you need to remember is there's no one more fucking stupid than a racist. Even dumber is a racist that uses bots or alt accounts. The trick is just keep hammering. What's my favorite hammer? Ooh, fucking sledge. I love a sledgehammer. There's something really satisfying about, like, the arc of a fucking sledgehammer. I don't know how many of you have had the pleasure of using a sledgehammer properly, but bringing down a fucking sledge on whatever you need to fucking hit with a sledge is... Have I ever smashed a watermelon like Gallagher? No, but I'd love to. It sounds really fun. Fenrir, not the Beck de Corbin. I'm a simpleton, if you're gonna be honest. I'm a very simple person. I am Unga Bunga to the core. I mean, if you've ever seen me do like an Elden Ring playthrough or a Dark Souls playthrough, you'll notice that I kind of default to the baseline most strength in the biggest object, like slap a fucking rock. I love the one in Elden Ring where it's like the fire hammer. It's good. And I would play a lot more Monster Hunter if I had, you know, the time to do so. With those, you know, the heavy hammer loadouts. I think I had like a bone hammer loadout for Monster Hunter World. Nice, we got the iron key, we got the gold key. I'm getting really aroused by how much this fucking loser keeps trying to spam chat. How much of a fucking loser do you have to have this many alt accounts to be racist? All you're giving me is mildly sexual satisfaction. Mildly. Oh, of course, it's not to denigrate you guys, but of course it's on the YouTube side. I don't want to paint you all with a brush or anything, but the weirdest people are on the YouTube side. God, it's like 4 or 5 accounts plus at this point. Aw, I don't have my flamethrower. It's great though. I get to kill Nazis in a video game. I get to squash Nazis in chat. It's like I'm playing 2 games at the same time. I think the only weird thing would be if they're getting weird sexual satisfaction out of it as well. That's especially weird. Gargamel, they need to make a game where you can glory kill Nazis like you can with the demons in 2016 Doom and Doom Eternal, because they're demons. Yes! I mean, that's Wolfenstein, is it not? All I'm getting from this is that the weird asshole in chat doesn't like Wolfenstein, and I'm striking a nerve by playing a video game. Kinda cringe. I mean, I have to finish soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I've had a good, what is it now? 3-4 hours of this. Let's not lump the poor demons with the Nazis. Yeah. Oh, not the flamethrower guy again. Zio, you are an absolute sadist with the placement of this, by the way. I love that he says Auf Wiedersehen. It reminds me of, there's a series in the UK called Auf Wiedersehen Pet. Never watched it myself. It was always kind of interesting. I think there was one where they, like, dismantle a beloved steel structure in the UK. Ouch, the pronunciation. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do the accent because I don't wanna crush it. I don't wanna mangle it, so I'll do it my way. And that way, I know how bad it's gonna be. Any cool mods I'm thinking of? Yes. Oh shit, let me just get out of this room. There's a very good one coming up. Hopefully by next week. It's called the Abyssal Crown or something like that. Fuck me. Yeah. But anyway. I've finished my beer, so I've not really got much to keep me going at this point. Plus, I gotta do dad stuff. Actually, no, am I still in the same place? I might have time. I might have time. That stuff doesn't include killing Nazis. Well, childcare is a bit of a different skill set from murder. One is a bit more, you know, love and care. The other one is ballistic violence. I have seen the Agent 64 thing, by the way. The Spies Never Die. It looks really cool. I do want to play that. Believe me, I do want to play that. Oh god, there we go. There's always one more. Oh, it's happening again! Right, there we go. Why are they such a pain in the ass? Oh, he didn't explode this time. Messy me. Hey. Oh. Drayscan, Agent 64 was on your wish list. Is it actually coming? It's coming out soon. Yeah. Also, just to address something I saw in chat earlier, I fully disparaged the actions of the IDF against Palestine. Yeah. Fuck Netanyahu. I think that should be a very simple thing to say. Anyway, I'm gonna go and take care of my kids. I had a lot of fun playing this mod. This is Wolfenstein, Brutal Wolfenstein Part 2, for anyone that's wondering. I had a lot of fun banhammering shitheads in chat because they seem to have ran out of accounts because I've not seen much more since I did a few of those. And I will see you next time, ladies and gents and everybody in between. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll drop a link to the mod in the chat of the archived stream. And until next time, this has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Icarus out.